Regional Commissioner Mohamed Maalim says security teams are prepared to ensure high security levels across the region, warning that those planning to disrupt peace, they will be dealt with. I understand Sakali is there for us, so let's just join him for more details. Sakali, to you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. I'm coming to you live from Nakuru and of course from the regional headquarters. It is a meeting that has lasted a few hours, if not some minutes, bringing together county commissioners and other stakeholders, and chaired by the regional commissioner, that is the RC for Rift Valley, Mohamed Maalim, of course, to discuss several issues, amongst them security ahead of the festive season, and of course other issues which he'll be sharing with us, just to tell us briefly. So it is a meeting that is bringing together commissioners from various counties in the region, and our camera person on the other side can show us some of the commissioners who've been attending this meeting here. But even as he's doing that, allow me to talk to RC Bwana Maalim, just to tell us briefly what the meeting was all about. Maybe we'll start from that point. Bwana Maalim, good afternoon. Just tell us briefly what the meeting was all about.
Thank you. My name is Maalim Mohamed, the Regional Commissioner at Rift Valley. With me are members of the Regional Security Intelligence Committee seated before you, and our respective county commissioners for the 14 counties in Rift Valley region. We are here purposely to discuss the preparedness of the festivities. We are approaching the Christmas holidays and the New Year. It's our prayer we'll cross to the year 2023. Now, we have been in the meeting, of course, after witnessing the start of the KCSC this morning. And I want to say we are set for the festive season. And I'm glad to say that we as a national administrative officers and National Police Service, we have recalled all our officers during this festive season ahead of course, the start of the examination, so they are in their respective stations. Equally, we will not allow them to go for holidays until we are done with the ongoing KCSC and concurrently as we approach the festive season. So all officers from GAO and National Police Service are actually on duty in their respective stations to make sure that we allow Kenyans to enjoy these holidays, and we will allow them thereafter to also go and visit their families. But for now, we are expected to be on duty 24/7 until we witness and we have crossed to the New Year's. I want to say that a lot of good work has already happened in the Rift Valley region. Remember the volatility that has been witnessed in the past, particularly in the Kerio Valley belt. I'm happy and I want to commend our teams at the regional level, the county, the sub-county, and all other formed up units, including our local chiefs and assistant chiefs, who have played a major role to make sure that Rift Valley remains calm. So we cannot say we are 100% calm. Challenges are here and there. But compared to what has been happening in Rift Valley, the situation is under control. And we'll make sure that we deal with these criminals because they cannot continue challenging the government. And we have the commitment and the goodwill of the leadership of this country. And I, as the chair of the Regional Security Intelligence Committee and as the coordinator of national government business here, with the support of my colleagues here, and with the commitment of our CS, because he has said he is going to give us what it takes to deliver to the expectation of the government of the day. That is our position, and we have actually notified the criminals. It's a matter of time before we get hold of the remaining few. That's my message.
Maybe let's talk about, you've mentioned some of the regions where insecurity has been a challenge, and I understand KCSE is on. Of course, we had the other national exams. What is the current situation? Will you say the situation is contained? And of course, I'm even asking this question as we are reporting two deaths that were reported 2 days ago. Maybe just give us a brief on the current security situation in some of these counties.
Of course, our main focus, mainly in Rift Valley, has been the volatile counties of Samburu, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, Laikipia, and Turkana. Those are the counties that we always treat as the most volatile counties compared to what was happening late last year and early this year. I want to say that with the concerted efforts of our teams, we have been able to contain the situation, and particularly the intervention of the NPRs to complement our many formed up units, regular police, the GSU, the RDU, us too, and NPRs now on board. We have been able to contain. Look at the case of Baringo and Elgeyo Marakwet. After we deployed those NPRs for the last 4 months, these criminals have relocated since to Samburu and parts of Turkana, and that's why now our CS is very clear that we give those counties additional NPRs. And I'm happy to say we have done the vetting, and the list is with the IG, and we expect our CS to roll out those NPRs any time effective next week. So we have done what it requires to make sure that Kenyans enjoy peace. Yes.
The last question, even as we're heading into the festive season, of course, we've also had another challenge of criminal gangs here in Nakuru and the outskirts of Nakuru city. I don't know what is the current status of the same, because I understand there was a serious crackdown to deal with such activities.
The confirmed criminal gang in Nakuru County have been actually a thorn in the flesh. I'm told they have been there for the last 8 years, and they have maimed people, they have killed innocent lives, they have been associated with robbery cases. But I want to say that for the last 3-4 months, as a regional team and the county commissioner and the county security intelligence committees and other stakeholders, we have been able to deal with the situation. I remember July this year, we even had a visit of the leadership of our country in parts of ministry, in parts of, where we had, of course, lives lost, Bahati to be in particular. And we have since contained the situation. Nakuru town is now very calm, very peaceful. Those who are attempting, like now the latest, we have actually zeroed in on 6 most wanted criminals who are behind this confirmed criminal gang, and it's a matter of time before we catch up with them. But we also want to assure our officers that the government stands with them. Where we have justifiable circumstances, yes, the firearms will have to be utilized. We are not trigger happy, as maybe some will put it, but where circumstances dictate, our officers have the reason to utilize. Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much, Maalim Mohamed, the Regional Commissioner for Rift Valley, of course, talking to us just briefly after having a meeting with the county commissioners from this region, just talking about the security situation in the Rift Valley region. And he's saying where necessary, firearms will be used to deal with criminals. That is how he ends it. So from Nakuru County, back to you in studio.
All right, thank you so much, Sakali Dalmas, for that. Sakali Dalmas there with the Rift Valley Regional Commissioner, talking about security, especially during this festive season. As you've heard, right now, police officers are in different stations protecting our candidates as they sit for the KCSE exams, and they will also ensure that we are secure during our holidays. Well,